Are you making these 10 ab training mistakes? Ah, look at these bad boys.
I haven't had a carb since 2004.
Make sure you hang around to the end for my top 5 exercises for direct ab work. The number one mistake I see in ab training is dedicating an entire workout to just training your abs. You're busy. I get it. You need to spend the majority of your time focusing on compound exercises, getting super strong, and that's going to train your abs just fine. Maybe spend a couple minutes at the end of your workout doing direct ab work, but doing like 5 or 10 minute ab burners, absolute waste of time. You got bigger fish to fry. Focus on compound exercises. Oh, hey there. The number 2 mistake that you're making that's killing your midline is not dialing in your nutrition. Everybody has an opinion on diet. Guys, listen. Prioritize protein, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, drink plenty of water, and you're going to win. If you're trying to get visible abs, you need to be in a caloric deficit. Simple as that. Stacks of chicken breast, giant bags of broccoli. You know, these are a special thing every once in a while. Just ignore that ice cream. Your number 3 mistake is not getting enough sunlight. The whole neighborhood alpha dad thing started because I was trying to get more sunlight because I needed vitamin D to sleep better, for better testosterone. And guys, just listen, tan fat is better than pale fat. This is one of the reasons I have a garage gym, guys, so I can get outside in the sets that make sense with like dumbbells and kettlebells and the barbell. I can get outside, do them. I get a minimum of 15 minutes of sunlight per day. It's going to increase your vitamin D. It's going to help with testosterone, guys, and testosterone is favorable for more muscle mass and less fat. Number 4 mistake is going too light on your compound lifts. As I said, guys, compound lifts come first. It comes way ahead of just doing isolated ab exercises. When we're doing compound lifts, we're training the muscles that matter most, the quads, the chest, the back, the delts. And then we also, by going heavier, we're having to work harder to stabilize our core. Building a strong core is more important than visible abs. Squat heavy, squat deep, squat often. The number 5 mistake you're making in your ab training is banging out reps too fast. Listen, time under tension is key for muscle growth. And if you think about it, on our compound exercises when we're going heavy, if we slow down that eccentric phase, that's more time under tension, more time we're having to brace and stabilize the midline, better core work, better muscle hypertrophy. Mistake number 6 that you're making in your ab training is not doing sprints. I know I talk about this all the time. I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but listen to me. Sprints once per week at a minimum. Keep it simple, like 8 to 12 reps of a 40-yard hill sprint. Guys, these are huge. We're able to build muscle, and it's favorable for fat loss. While we're sprinting, we're having to work not to twist the torso. We're having to fight to stabilize the midline. That's constant tension on the abs. Great way to build a six-pack. Mistake number 7 is not doing weighted carries. It can be any type. Single arm farmer carries is my favorite because we're having to try not to tilt to one side. We're having to brace the midline and stabilize the core. Hit these at least 1 day per week. Last week I got caught red-handed being out of shape. I took on the Barbarian Challenge by Liver King and absolutely got destroyed because I had not been doing my carries. My core was sore, shoulders were sore. It was a bloodbath. Guys, get in those carries. Mistake number 8 is not getting in some steady state cardio a few times per week. 100% strength training comes first, but steady state cardio is just an absolute life hack for cardiovascular health and for fat loss. 2 to 3 days per week, getting like 15 to 20 minutes of some steady state aerobic work. It can be jump rope, it can be walking, it can be biking, it can be jogging. Get it in, watch your fat mass go down, and you will still be able to maintain your muscle mass if your nutrition's on point. Number 9 mistake that is killing your midline, crushing your abs, and adding fat to your body is fast food. Guys, my wife and I made a decision a long time ago that our kids weren't going to have fast food. Every once in a while, we'll have some of the Lord's chicken at Chick-fil-A, but my kids have never been to McDonald's, they've never been to Burger King, they've never been to Taco Bell, and they're none the worse for it. Listen, guys, they don't know about it, they don't miss it, they've never had soda. It's a win for the entire family. It keeps us healthy, it keeps us fit, and we're not wasting money on food that's not nutritious for our bodies. Stay away from the fast food. Number 10 thing that is killing your abs is alcohol. Guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but alcohol doesn't serve a lot of purpose for health or happiness. You don't need it. I'll just be that guy. I don't drink it at all just because it's easier to go without it. It saves money and I feel better. I don't ever want to wake up with a hangover. However, if you're having like a 6-pack a night, knock it down to 5, knock it down to 4, knock it down to 3. Just try to minimize the amount of alcohol you are intaking. It's killing your gains and you can do better without. Just out here by my dumpster for ambiance. Guys, just a heads up, I'm giving away a free 4-week workout plan ebook on my website. I will put a link in the episode details. Check that out. It's an epic plan to get fit, stacked, jacked, and succulent. Quick disclaimer on ab training. As I said earlier in the video, compound lifts come first. Lift heavy, lift often. However, I don't think we should totally neglect direct ab work. So get in your compound exercises, crush those lifts, and at the end of your workout, if you still got time, knock out 2 to 3 ab exercises, like 3 sets of 15 reps or so. Check out my top 5 exercises for direct ab work now. Fellas, my number 1 exercise for direct ab training is the hanging leg raise. The hanging leg raise is great because we're able to train the lower abs, also effectively trains the hip flexors. And the number 1 reason why this is the number 1 exercise, because I once saw a video where C-Bum said this was his favorite ab exercise, and that's enough for me. Fellas, the hollow hold is featured in episode 5 of my top 50 exercises for dads, and this one's a booger. So options, you can either just do the hollow hold or the hollow rock. If you need to modify these, you can bend the knees, you can bring the arms in, and you can even lightly hold the knees when you're moving. For every exercise in existence, you need to learn to brace the core, and that's the beauty of the hollow hold or the hollow rock. You're having to pull down the rib cage and brace your abs, which will apply to overhead lifts, squats, deadlifts, RDLs, sprinting. Add this exercise to your regimen. I like 2 to 3 sets, 30 to 45 seconds, absolute killer. Oh my gosh. Exercise number 3 in my top 5 direct ab exercises is the split side plank. You can see my form is terrible. My legs should be way up there. I like exercises, especially for the core, that do 2 in 1. We're training the obliques, we're training the abs, and we're training the glute medius by trying to hold up this leg, which you can tell is incredibly weak for me. 2 sets, 30 to 45 seconds per side. Ew! Exercise number 4 is the metronome. Guys, great way to train the lower abs and the obliques. If you need to modify this exercise, you can bend the knees, take them side to side. I like 3 sets of 20 reps. Check these bad boys out. I think I set off the lunk alarm in the neighborhood. Wait for it.
6.5 hours later.
Exercise number 5, I don't see people do these very much, is the weighted toe touch. The beautiful thing about this exercise is time under tension on the abs. So don't go all the way down. Keep your shoulder blades off the ground. Reach up, touch the toes, hard contraction at the top. Control the descent and don't go all the way down. I like 3 sets of 25 reps on those. Really focus on keeping the neck relaxed and keeping all of the work on the abs. Are you old enough to remember cribs? Look at this sweet van. Like, I could pop open the garage and be like, and this is my ride. 2017 minivan, 13 horsepower, automatic doors, and it's paid off, baby. Don't make those 10 ab training mistakes. Prioritize compound lifts. Prioritize protein. Lift heavy. Each rep with intention. Control the descent. Guys, compound lifts come first, but those top 5 ab exercises are great to save for the end of your workout. But at the end of your workout, if you still got a little bit of extra time, knock out some direct ab work. We've got the hanging leg raise, the hollow hold, the metronome, the split side plank, and the weighted toe touch. Y'all, thanks so much for watching today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go back and watch my top 50 exercises for dads to get fit. And last week when I took on Liver King's Barbarian Challenge, it was the absolute worst. Thanks for watching today. Subscribe to the show. Share it with a dad you think it might be an encouragement to. And most importantly, let's crush some goals and encourage some other dads along the way.